Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on So Many Books, So Little Time by Diamond Art Club. It is a 56 by 109. It is a square diamond painting. It has 53 colors and I am a little bit more than 1/3, I would say, completed. So I'm hoping to get this done today, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see what we got done. So we'll start. How about if we start with number 3, maybe? And 3 is number 12. And it is DMC 351. Okay. I'm kind of, if you will, taking a break because I was upstairs working. And I'm like, you know what? I have to film a diamond painting video. How about if you go do that? And then this, I can sit for an hour and still be productive. And then go back upstairs after and finish what I was doing. Now, I'd like to film something for YouTube. The first thing I have to do is a clean with me. My craft room is a disaster because I've just, barely have time to do stuff. So I just go upstairs, get a bunch of stuff done, and then I have to rush downstairs and, get more stuff down here. Whew, it's been a busy month of April. Mason had 4 hockey tournaments. 4. Yes, that's right. And 3 of them were away. So we had to drive from 3, the lowest was an hour and a half, 1 3/4 hour away to 4 hours away. So the one that was closest was, the first day it was a 2-hour drive. And then it was another hour drive to the hotel. So I guess it was basically 3 hours, right? If you take that into account, that we had to do 2 hours and then another hour. And then, so I guess that wasn't the lowest one. Halifax was 3 hours and 4 hours. So a lot of driving. And then the last one was here in our city. So it was like, oh, thank goodness, don't have to pay for a hotel. You know what I mean? Like, it's such an expense when you have to pay for those things. The last tournament we went, I took basically the day before, I made a fettuccine Alfredo because Mason loves that with chicken because he needs meat, right? He needs the protein to play that much hockey. And then I made a shepherd's pie, or I guess because I don't use lamb, it's called a cottage pie, but we've always called it a shepherd's pie. And I think I make it different than a lot of people do. So maybe I'll have to do a video on how we do it, how my family has always done it. And then I made a banana bread. And we brought our air fryer. And then, so we could make chicken wraps. And then breakfast was included. So we spent 0 money at restaurants. 0. I mean, we bought coffee in the morning, but that's it. So that was good. We should have, I was going to say we should have done that for everything, but some hotels didn't have a microwave. So it's really hard to get, let's say fettuccine Alfredo warmed up. We could have done it in the air fryer, but it would have made the noodles like hard or whatever. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll do that when we can, right? And then when we can't, then we'll bring our air fryer and that kind of stuff, and then still have like wraps and stuff. But it's just that you can't. And then I guess we could have subs too. We could have subs. And then we brought our Ninja blender and we made him like smoothies. So it was good because then he ate well and it didn't cost us anything. It was a bit of work for me, but it was totally worth it, right? Totally worth it. And the banana bread I had made 2 days before. So that was because I didn't figure I'd be able to do everything the day of. So it worked out really good. You know what I have to do today is I have to take this off, like the clear, and then put my white things. I might go 2 down just because I don't like the crinkling it does. Don't like the crinkling. So this weekend, they got eliminated pretty quickly. So we didn't have any hockey yesterday. So I ended up working. I did, was it 2 videos? I wanted to do 3 videos yesterday, but I kind of ran out of juice. And then I asked my daughter and Lexi if they wanted to come over and go for a walk because it was a gorgeous day. So we went for a walk, like almost a 50-minute walk. So that was nice. I'm gonna go around 1 o'clock today. It's colder today, but I'm gonna wear my winter jacket and, you know, a hoodie under my winter jacket, and I'm gonna wear a toque, and at least it's not minus 40, right? So I wanna walk every day that I can. If it's not raining, I'm walking. Oh, exciting stuff. I went to check. I'm like, could my garlic be up? Because I was watching some YouTubers and they're like, oh, my garlic is up. And I'm like, there's no way my garlic is up. My garlic is up. I'm so happy. That makes me happy. I need to plant stuff. We're getting late now, but it's better late than not at all, I guess. I'm still going to have 6 weeks. So I think I'm going to get my husband to pick up some soil stuff this week, and I'll try to, he's going to town tomorrow, so I'll get him to pick it up. Maybe tomorrow? Yeah, I'll get him to pick it up tomorrow. I'll message the guy today, and I'll do those maybe Wednesday. It's going to be hard with Lexi here, but maybe while she naps, I can get it done. I don't know. Or maybe I can do it at night once she leaves, right? Me and Dave can just put it in a container, wet it, make the soil blocks, and then just do it. So maybe Wednesday night we can do them. Okay, we'll do the arrow down, and the arrow down is container 30, and it's DMC 814. What I like is on this side of my container, like it's 10, 20, 30, 40, and then on the other side, then it's 1, 11, 21. So it makes it easy to find stuff. Like there's 1 row per number thing. So from 1 to 10 is 1, and then 11 to 20 is the other. And so it makes it easy to find stuff. Plus, my biggest thing is when I finish this and I get another one ready, I don't have to write the numbers of all the colors. I just, as long as it has under 60 colors, I can use that thing. I can just empty whatever ones are in there. You know, if they're not empty them out, and then just put the new colors in. But I don't think that's going to be for a while. Now, I'm hoping this week I'm going to film 2 videos. Now, one of them is probably just going to be put next week because I still haven't released. I'll probably release it today. I've edited it. I just haven't uploaded it to YouTube, so I'm hoping to do that today and then release it today. And then maybe do another one on Thursday. But I'd like to do other stuff too, right? Like I want to do some scrapbooking one. But the first, like I said, the first thing I got to do is just clean up my room. I cannot think anymore. So I need to get that cleaned up. And I decided I am going to go where hockey is basically done on May 10th, May 12th, we'll say. Hockey's done till July. He has a couple hockey school. I think one's in July actually and one's in August. So I'm going to go to a crop on, I think it's June 1st. And I can have a lot of place so I can film. And then that way I'm hoping to get, I don't know, it's a 12-hour day, 9 to 9. So I'm hoping, one, I love it because it's not a weekend. I don't feel like going anywhere for a weekend. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it. So it's a day. I can go, I can bring I'll bring 20 page kits. So I got to start getting ready for that. So that's something I can film for YouTube, right? So, and then if I don't use them all, I don't know if she does any in the summer, but hopefully she does one in August because then there's no hockey. And I can do another one. And let's say if I can do 15 pages, that's 15 videos. That would be awesome. That'd be 15 weeks. And if I can do 2 days like that, I can get a lot done, right? And then I can just, film this and then, then I can do maybe another one, maybe a make a page kit video for YouTube. And I want to do some cooking ones too, but if I can make one that I can kind of make a lot of videos all at once, it's just going to help me. Because now I have the baby. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did probably in the other ones. But 1 week I have her 2 days and the other week I have her 3 days. And sometimes he wants to do overtime, so then that means I'm going to have her a little bit more. So that means that my stuff, I have to work long days on the days that I have off. And I do off in quotes because it's not off, because then I have to do videos, right? But, yesterday I thought I was going to have her today because he wanted to do overtime and his overtime shift got canceled. But I only found out after I had filmed 2 videos yesterday. And I'm like, you know what? Those were the videos I was supposed to do today. So everything I do today is bonus. It's extra, right? So I'm trying to get ahead too. So I'm trying to work extra. It's not as if I'm going, oh, I just need to do these 2 and then I'll be up to date. Oh, I have all those up there to do. I'll just put more in there instead of putting them away. So yeah, I'm trying to get ahead. I'd like to work on a class too. I don't know how do you say that, realistic that is, considering how little time I have. But it might take me months to do a class, and I'll just, release it whenever it's done. I'd like to do a scrapathon again, so maybe just work on it here and there. edit the videos when I have them done, upload them, you know what I mean? And just have them all ready. And when it's all done, then I just release it. But first I need to have maybe 2 months ahead on Patreon and maybe a month ahead on YouTube, right? Those are my 2 priorities right now. So I need to get that done. And I want to get back to doing lives. So I'm either going to do a live tomorrow or Friday. I gotta think about that one. Depends on how much stuff I get done today, I guess. Depends on how much stuff I get done today. I'd like to do it tomorrow, because what if something happens and he says, oh, I can work on Friday, because right now he's saying he can't. But what if he says he can all of a sudden, right? Somebody cancels or whatever, and then I have to cancel my lives. So that's why I'd like to do it tomorrow. For you guys, by the time you watch this, because I'm thinking this I'll upload next week. So here we go. So fun. It's just gonna take me a while to get used to everything, you know. And I don't think I was, you know, we used to walk a lot. And then since last year, we kind of didn't. Last summer, we didn't walk that much. Let me see if I can bring this a little closer and still be in frame. We didn't walk very much, so I am not very fit. So that's not helping matters. So that's why I want to make it a priority to walk every day. So that's another thing. Like, I have to be able to film at least 2 videos tomorrow. And then do the live and then still do my walk. I want to be able to do my walk. So I have to plan stuff a whole lot more. The good thing is this weekend I sat down. Dave went to Costco. I think it was Friday night. Yes, Friday night. So Saturday, in between games, there was like, I don't know, 5 hours between games. So we came home because it's too long. Where it's in our city, we just, you know, it's a 15-minute drive back home. This one here has a little burr on the side, so we don't want, maybe not. It's just some schmut on the canvas. Well, that's good. So we came home and I sat down, and over 2 hours I cut mushrooms, carrots, onions, broccoli, what else? Peppers. I think that's it. And then I just take baby potatoes. I don't put them in there because I freeze those. And then I put like olive oil and a bunch of spices. I'm gonna do a video next time. Next time I do it, I'm just gonna do a video about them. So it made 7 meals, and I still had some broccoli left over, and I kept out 3 mushrooms because we have fresh lettuce. So to make salads, I like to put broccoli and, you know, mushrooms and cucumbers and carrots and tomatoes and green onions and all that good stuff. So I kept a few of those out, and we're gonna eat them, you know, with the other meals. So it made so many meals, but it took me 2 hours and probably 20 minutes, almost 2.5 hours. So I was pooped. by the time we left to go. And he played at 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock at night till 9, because it's an hour, right? So by the time we got home, it was 9:30. And I went to bed right away. They stayed up. They were watching something, I don't know what, but I went to bed. I'm like, I am pooped. I am going to bed. So, and I slept great till the morning. I was proud of myself that I did 2 videos on a Sunday, because I tried to take Saturdays and Sundays off. Just because, you know, when you work for yourself, you could work all the time, right? Like sometimes, yes, I'm laying down in bed and I have heat on my back, but I end up editing like 5 or 6 videos, because that's when I edit videos. It's like, okay, go till you can't, and then you can lay down and then put heat on your back and then edit videos like crazy. And then I upload them to Vimeo and then publish them, you know, or schedule them on Patreon and all that good stuff. I'm working on May right now. We're April 22nd, and I'm working on May. I've already done the Make a Page kits for like the kits for May, and then for the live, I've done both of them. I've already done the first video. In May, we're working on cardstock. So I did my first video on cardstock. Dave had a 15-minute break, so he was going to work on my sketches, because I already drew my sketches. And I think this afternoon, I'm going to take an hour, and I'm going to go do the first sketch. And then I'm going to work on, I'm going to put maybe a half hour. Because if I say, oh, I'm going to clean until my room is clean, it feels a little too overwhelming. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put half an hour. And then tomorrow, if I need to do the other half hour tomorrow, and then I'll edit the video for YouTube for like maybe Friday or something, right? Because that I have to do a voiceover. So I'll do that. Half hour today, half hour tomorrow. I think I can do that, because I'd like to read today. I got up this morning. It was 6 o'clock. I went to bed so early last night. I was awake at 6, so I read from 6 to 8. So I've already put in 2 hours. So yay, I think I'm going to do that more often. And so I did 6 to 8. I think I still need to do about, not much, maybe 30 pages in, no, 50 pages, because I want to do 120 in that book today. I'm reading Sea Sparrow. Oh, I love it. It's part of the Graceling trilogy. Or no, I guess now it's 5 books. This is the 5th book. And it follows Hava. I mean, Bitter Blue's still in it and all that, but it follows the sister, Hava. Okay, number 7. Where's 7? Where is 7? It's 7, right? Oh, right there, 37. Too many 7s. And that's DMC 900. We'll do that because there's quite a bit of color on that. I keep wanting to go here. That's another thing why I don't like the clear, because I feel like I should be able to go there and do it, right? Which I can't. So let's do that. So yeah, I'd like to finish that book tomorrow. It's not my book. It belongs to the library. It's due tomorrow. It was due tomorrow, but nobody else put a hold on it. So I put another hold on it, which I probably will finish it tomorrow. But I asked for another book, and they didn't have it in electronic. So I'm going to wait for that book to come in, and I'll drop off this book and grab the other one. It's not that it's far. I don't go to our little city very often. I go more to the bigger one, and they're in two opposite directions. So it's not as if I have to go through one to get to the other. So before, when we camped at the campground that we were at, we used to have to go through it all the time. So that's why last summer I would get tons of books, because we went through it, you know. Well, we didn't go there very often, but more than we do now. Now it's not very often. But now I'll say, okay, I'll go this time and drop off a book and pick up another one. There we go. We'll get number 7 done. I'm also reading The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. And I read The 7-Year Slip by her, and I really liked it. So I put a hold on the ebook. And it was like, oh, you have like a 22-week wait. And I'm like, that's okay, because then I can read more of my own physical books, right? But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's available now. It's like, oh, no. And then 5 books became available that week. I'm like, and all of them, I made sure it was like long waits, you know what I mean? But I think the more people that put their name down on it, then they start getting more copies. So then it's less and less and less wait. That's okay. So I haven't made much progress on Iron Flame, because I'm reading the books from the library because I have limited time with it, right? Iron Flame is my personal book. So getting pushed back and pushed back. And plus, I don't like to read 2 big books at the same time. And Sea Sparrow is like 602 pages or something like that, or 620, something like that. So, and Iron Flame is 640 or something like that. So I definitely, and they're both adventures, although one is like a pirate book, kind of. They are on the sea a lot with this book. And, well, not really pirates, but they're on the water. And a lot. And maybe half the book. And the other one is with dragons. So they're very different. So I could probably keep them separate. And I know the characters of Bitter Blue quite a bit, because this is my 5th book with them. So I definitely wouldn't be mixing them up. It's just, it's kind of daunting if you're reading 2 books and you know that between the 2 of them, it's over 1,200 pages, right? That's 4 300 pages book and you're only reading 2. So I'm like, you know what? I'll finish Sea Sparrow. Then I'll finish The Dead Romantics. I'm about 70 pages in that one. I'm hoping to read maybe 70 pages today, because I got up so early and read quite a bit out of Sea Sparrow and only have 50 pages left to read in it. I should be able to get through that. Maybe it's less than 50, maybe it's 30. So tonight, I'll be able to read Dead Romantics. And I'll try to read maybe 70 pages. I stopped yesterday because it got really sad. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to stop here for tonight. It was getting late anyway. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. Pick it up tomorrow. And then I'll finish Iron Flame. If I can finish Iron Flame, Sea Sparrow, The Dead Romantics, and maybe one more. I know it's not going to be a lot for the month of April, but I did read a lot of big books, so I might read 6 books this month, but I think 2 were over 600 and 2 were over 400. So, you know, you can only do what you can do. It's a lot of pages. But I'm like, I don't know, 4, 5 books ahead of schedule. So if I was behind, then I'd be like, okay, I gotta read small books. I might read one small book because I want to keep up with it. It's The Secret Shadow. I think it has 314 books. And I read The Secret Gift last month. So I think that's the one I'm going to try and read. So next we're going to do this, which is DMC 498. So yeah, I'd like to read that book, not because it's small, it's because I want to read one a month. So I read the first one last month, read that one this month. Next month I have to read a classic, and I think I'm going to pick up Pride and Prejudice. For my classic, I made a list of 6. Last year I made a list of 10. It was too much. I read 4. So I'm like, how about if I say one every 2 months? That should be doable, although I think some of them are pretty long, so might take me a couple of months to read some of them, but I don't read them as fast. I mean, once I'm done reading them, I'm glad that I read some of the classics, you know, because I went to a French school like my whole life. I went to French school, French university, so we never read some of the English, you know, none of the English classics. We read all French classics. So, you know, I didn't read any of that. And although I had English classes, you know, I had an English class, so I don't know why we didn't read some of those. Maybe they felt it was too advanced, right? Because English was our second language. Not sure. But, so I'm hoping to read all 6. I think I'm doing pretty good with my, you know, my goals, I guess. I don't know about the one about reading more from my own shelf. But like I said, I am, now what I'm going to do is if they come available too soon, I'm going to push them back. Even if I push them back like 6 weeks, right? So then I can pick up one of my own. I just want 1 or 2 ebooks. When 5 or 6 became available, I felt like I had to take 3 of them and not push too many off, you know? So I did take 3, and I have 2 left to read, which is Sea Sparrow and The Dead Romantics. I'm hoping to have The Dead Romantics done. It's like 371 pages, so that's almost a 400-page book too. It's not a small book. And I'm hoping to have that one done maybe by the end of the week. I should be able to. Because I think by the end of today I'll be basically at 150. And then that can be my book where I do 100 pages a day until it's done. And with Iron Flame, I'll probably do just like 50 pages or something, just so I, you know, make some progress. I think I'm at 220 pages, so I only have 400 and some left to read in that one. So that should come along pretty good. Pretty good. So it's going really well with Lexi. She is such a sweetheart. She's such a good baby. And she loves to snuggle. I have to say, I don't get much done when she's here. Like I have like a playpen, and it's like an extra large. It's 7 feet by 5 feet. And I do let her, you know, once in a while I'll put her in there, and then I'll come and do my dishes and stuff like that. We're in the same room, so I can see her. She can see me, just so she learns independent play, right? And I'm teaching her, and so is my daughter, like sign language. And she knows, for now, she knows milk and more. So now I'm trying to teach her like please and thank you. And we have someone on our team that does ASL because they can't hear. And she was telling me this weekend that this is hockey. She says, very important, hockey. Something like that. I'll have to look at it again, but it looked like she did something like that. So I was laughing. I'm like, yes, I'm going to be teaching her that for sure. And so that's cute. I love I'm glad that I'm doing that because I want to learn it too. I might not be fluid, but and my daughter, even when she starts talking, she wants to teach her to keep using ASL. And because she said when she worked in retail, she felt so bad that she couldn't communicate sometimes, 8:15 is the DMC, and it's number 6. So I'm like, cool. I wanna learn too. So, and I know the word, for water, friends, together. I said water already. Mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, or mama and dada, whatever. It's mother and father. What else? Eat. I'm trying to teach her eat right now, because then if she's hungry, she can tell me, eat. Because if she says more and we're not in the, feeding her at the time, more what, So I want her to tell me she's hungry. Eat. Happy. Together. I gotta look for walk and for outside, so she can tell me what she wants. So that's been fun too. Okay, this is awesome. I'm gonna get that little section done. I forgot to check. Oh, I guess I placed my phone so I can see how long I've been on. So 38 minutes. So we can go for a little longer. Like I said, I have some other stuff to do, but I kind of needed to give my legs a break. But I figured I would be productive at the same time. So there's some 6s here, because this is going to be the section we're going to do after. So how about if I take that off too and just do a few of the 6s that are here. I might, because we've only been on for 38 minutes. I'd like to do at least an hour. What I might do is the same as last time. Do an hour, go do other stuff that I have to get done, right? I have to clean my room today because I won't be able to tomorrow. Oh, I don't think I'll have time to do today because we got some new digital files and he sent me the cut file. It's a collection again. It's going to be called Flutterby's. There's going to be 1 and 2. So the first one is going to be released, I'm hoping, by the end of this week. That's what I'm hoping. And if not, it's going to be next week. But we still have, it'll probably be next week because we still have a lot of testing to do. So it'll probably be next week. Just because it's done doesn't mean that there's not a lot of other stuff that we have to test. So I did print the silhouette file, like what you need to do to cut that out. So once I give him the go ahead for that, then he can move on to the other stuff. So I got to get that done today. So that's probably what I'm going to do after I get the stuff I need to get done upstairs. Because I still have one video for Patreon to do, and I have to clean my room. And that's going to be for YouTube, but because I need to get my room cleaned. A little bit of reset. Okay, so what? That was number 6, and that was container 31. I need to put away the containers as I'm getting them done, I think, because they're, oh, look, I forgot to do those. Man. Okay, let's do those anyway. We're going to do those. That's container number 9, DMC 321. It's okay, because when I do those here, I can get those done. Oh, look at all those 6s. You were probably thinking, you're missing a whole bunch. So yeah, that's right, I forgot. Depends on how long it takes me to get those files done, but I also have to do, because what I do is, because we're going to start selling die cuts, so where there's a new collection, I have to go on Canva and design the thing for that collection, print those out, cut them out. Like there's a lot to do for that too. And I have to do, design the one for the buttons too. So I have to do that, print them off, cut them out, get all that stuff done. All that stuff done. So I want to do that today. And then I'd rather do that stuff when Lexi's not here, because I'm going to be doing a lot of up and down the stairs to print more and, you know, all that stuff. And then when I'm cutting a whole bunch of them, like to get ready for our first shop update, then I can, you know, have it on my counter and maybe cut like 10 of them in one day or 15, at least get something done, you know, because you put it in and it cuts for 10 minutes. So I might as well do that when I can't do anything else, right? So I'll get that ready. But I also have to get my garden started. I want to plant my tomatoes and my peppers for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. I don't think I'm going to plant a whole bunch of like hot peppers this year. I think I want to plant more like red and green peppers, like sweet peppers. And, you know, try to cut a whole bunch of them and freeze them. Because we did buy a chest freezer. And I know I had a few people saying, no, don't buy a chest freezer because they're a pain. But we already have a stand-up. So the chest is really only for like our meats that are not going to be pre-made in something else. You know what I mean? So, and I'm going to get like baskets, I guess, or bags, and then divide it by meats. So then when we want certain things, we can just pull out and do that. And, you know, grab whatever we want. Oh, so I started saying, so I cut all those veggies this weekend. Then we had a Italian dressing, that was close to expiration. So I'm like, you know what? I can use that to marinate some chicken. And then it's going to be used up. It's not going to be wasted. And yay, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's what we're having tonight. I'm going to use some of those veggies that I cut off or cut apart or got ready. And then the marinated chicken that's sitting in the fridge right now, marinating, waiting to be put in the stove. And now that I make sourdough bread this morning, I got up. It's like, you know, just a routine now. I go ahead and I marinate. I feed my sourdough starter. It doesn't take me long. I went from 2 to 1. My second one is in the fridge, and I'm just going to take it out once every couple weeks and feed it. Actually, tomorrow is Tuesday, so I'm going to feed it tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have to feed 2. I use the discard, so I'm not worried about that. I make waffles, which Lexi loves the waffles, Katie loves the waffles, Mason loves the waffles, Jess loves the waffles. So I make 20 waffles at a time, and I give them like 20, and then they're good for, you know, a bit. And really, for me, it doesn't cost me that much. It's just flour and buttermilk, really, that cost the most. And even that doesn't cost very much. It's $3 for a liter of buttermilk. And, you know, if we notice that we use it a lot, then we'll buy the 2 liter of buttermilk, you know. I think I did all of them. Yes, because I was doing number 9 here. Yeah, I did them all. So that's cool. So where is that? Number 9. I always double check because that time I had to separate all the diamonds. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's not hard. It's just not fun. Sometimes if the colors are closed, then it is hard. Not only is it not fun, it's hard. So how long have I been going? 47 minutes. I think we're going to go for an hour. And then we'll call it good for this one. Because I know this week I'm going to do another one. So that's another reason why I'm like, okay, I got to go do more stuff upstairs because I want to do a second one because I'm behind on these and I want to start doing 2 a week. I sat down this weekend and I worked on the schedule. So now I'm going to work on that schedule, right? So now we're going to do 310. So we'll get those done. Yeah, so I worked on the schedule and I've been keeping up with it. And man, I'm getting, I guess it's not like flustered. I just wrote it on a piece of paper. Now I got to go get my agenda. It was upstairs and I just didn't feel like going upstairs. But now I'm going to transfer it to my agenda. And I'm going to get that done. And that'll be good. That will be good. And I'm hoping by the end of May, keep your fingers crossed, but I'm hoping by the end of May that I'll be a whole month ahead, if not 2, on Patreon. Because I think if I keep going the way I am, and this weekend we don't have hockey, because hockey we don't have anymore till May 10th. I mean, he has practices, but like hockey games. So this weekend, it's Lexi's first birthday. So definitely, you know, we have to go to her birthday party and all that. And I have to make stuff for it. And what else? But Sunday, I I think I'm going to try and do, which I didn't put anything to do on weekends, like anything extra. So I think I'm going to try and do at least one video on the weekend. One, and that, maybe two. And that's going to put me ahead. So I'm hoping, I mean, it's April 22nd and I'm working on May already, right? By the end of today, I'll have 4 videos done. So that'll be good. And what I've been doing is watching Lexi all day and then doing a video at night, which is not easy, but that's what I need to do to get ahead. Oh man, we're watching Survivor, which we're loving, and Amazing Race. That's about the only thing we've been able to keep up on. I think we've watched a couple of Chicago Med and Chicago Fire. Just not since the last time I did a video. No, so we're going to have a ton to watch. We just had too much hockey. Now it's winding down. Oops, sorry. So we're going to be able to catch up on those. So that'll be nice. I don't want to slow down on my reading. You know, I don't need 20 books ahead like I was doing last year. Although it's a good thing that I did, because then I don't know if I burnt myself out. And then all of a sudden I was like struggling to get my 100 done by the end of the year. So I don't want to risk burning myself out. So just reading every day. That's my goal, is to read a little bit every day. Even if some days it's 1 chapter, it's something every day. I'm reading every day. And in that way, I'm gonna, and really reading, and even diamond paint. Well, diamond painting, I guess it's a little bit more, because at the end of this, I'll be able to put it up on my wall, right? So, whether I read that 100 book that year or not, I just spilled a whole bunch of diamonds. Whether I read 100 books in 1 year or not, I guess it doesn't really matter. Although I would love to be able to knock. You know, I used to buy so many books. Well, just like so many diamond paintings. I don't buy any of that stuff anymore. It's just like I used to buy so many scrapbooking supplies. And my reasoning was, and I'm glad I did, I have to say, is that when I didn't have my full-time job, it's not guaranteed income, right? So I don't have to worry about, I'm going to run out of diamond painting, and, it's $150 to get another one, because they're not cheap. So now I'm like, when I'm done this, I don't have a lot of Diamond Art Club, I have to say. I probably have like 30. So I guess, compared to some, it's a lot. Compared to others, it's peanuts. But it's enough for me. So for the next, if I only do one a year, my diamond paintings won't have enough years to complete them. So I think I'm good. I think I'm a-okay. So that's one thing I was wondering when I started this. Your craft, whatever your craft is, and that's my problem, is I have more than one craft. So how many hours do you spend on your crafts? So scrapbooking, I would say, when I don't have the baby, it's 3 to 5 hours, depending on the day, right? 3 to 5 hours that I spend on scrapbooking, depending on the day. 5 hours is, no, I guess, not the norm. It's, let's say if I have a live, well, I still have to work that day. So then I'll do, you know, a few more hours after that. So those days are long, or if, you know, whatever the case may be, if I'm working on a big class or something like that. But minimum is 3 hours. Maybe more now. Maybe I'm closer to the 5 the days that I do work, because I can't do it all the time, right? Like before I had Monday to Friday, so I would kind of, you know, move it between several days. I can't do that anymore. So now the days that I do, I spend a lot of time. So we'll say 3 to 5 hours. And diamond painting, I'm lucky if I get an hour and a half a week. And really, those are the only 2 things that I do now. I love soap making, but that's only like once every, oh, I hit the, once in a while, because soap lasts a long time. And, you know, I love making shampoo and that kind of stuff. But again, it's all stuff that last a long time, so I don't need to do it. I think I'm going to do number 3, which is DMC 351. And that might be the last color we do today. I might do those to finish, so I can say finished that section. Oh, I got to do number 6. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't do 3, because there's a lot of 3s. And I really want to finish that so I can say that it's done. I'm just going to do a few. And then I'm going to finish the other ones. You know what I should do? Have another tray. So I'll leave the 3 in here. And so I don't forget what it is, I'm going to put this right in there, because believe me, lately, I forget so fast. I don't know if it's because I'm thinking of a million things, like I'm doing this, but I'm still thinking of everything else I have to do. So my brain is overthinking stuff. So we're going to do number 6, and that's 8:15. So we'll do that first. Yeah, my brain is thinking of too many things. Okay, I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I need to meal plan. And, you know, when am I going to do a big freezer meal day? Because I want to make meals ahead of time so that when I have the baby, I can just take a meal out of the freezer and it's done. I don't have to do that, you know? Just all the different things. Oh man, groceries is so expensive. So expensive. Okay, so that was 8:15. Now we'll do those ones there, which we didn't take that out. That's 18. That's DMC 600. So we'll do that. Then we'll do the ones down here. And we'll see how much time we have left, and then we'll keep going with the 3s, or I'll just put it away. I'm basically at 59 minutes right now, so. Okay, now we'll do that, which is 16, which is DMC 498. And there's a whole bunch of those there too. So I could go on and on and on. But I'm just gonna finish this section. Now I'm hoping Friday I'll do another one. Oops. No, I was gonna say this one will go next week, but I think I'll release it this week, maybe Saturday. If I'm able to film one on Friday, then I will release this one on Friday. Because then next week I have Lexi Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. So I won't be able to film anything for Wednesday. So I either film it this week or I keep this one for next Wednesday. I know we're only Monday and I'm gonna release the one from, I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. I meant to release it last week and never got around to it. Okay. Let's do these two over here. Maybe here. The two lonely ones over here. There. There. Like that. Okay. Oh, there's all this, and yeah, I'm not doing all that. That's going to be for another day. I think I'll do the 7s though. Might as well put the 3s away because I'm not going to get that done. It's already at 1 hour and 1 minute. Like I said, if this afternoon I go and I say, oh, you know, it doesn't take me long to get those cut out or whatever, then I might do another half hour because I've noticed that I'm getting, oh no. Can you see that? Okay, I'll just finish those and I'll pick them up off camera. But not what I want it to happen. Because that's going to take me probably 10 minutes to pick up because they're all stuck on the canvas. Oh well. Like when I used to work and it would get really busy, I would say, breathe in through the nose. Or when some people would have trouble breathing, that's what we'd tell them. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Well, I have to do that sometimes when things like this happen. Okay, so I am going to stop it here. What I might do is, since they're stuck, if they're facing the right way, I might as well, actually, that is brilliant. Might as well stick them to the canvas instead of trying to pick them up. The least amount that I have to move them, the better too. So there we go. If they're on the plastic, I can pick them up. Oh, that one was on the correct one, but it was hard to tell. Okay, well, if they're flipped the right way on the plastic, I'm just gonna pick them up and move them to a number 7. It's probably gonna take me the same amount of time to try to pick them up with my fingers than it is to pick it up with the pen and just move it on the canvas. And it's less that I have to do next time. Okay, well, the other ones are not flipped, so if I'm going to touch them anyway, I might as well just pick them up. So that's it. We're going to stop it here for today. So if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.